What is up, party people? Happy. Could be a snowy week. Friday and Saturday, we could get 40 feet of snow.
No.
Probably 6 inches.
We'll probably get a dusting.
Yeah, that's probably going to
If that. It'll just go away.
It's going to fade by Thursday. It's going to be 76. I'm like, why are we listening to you people? It's chilly out there now. What are we at, 38 degrees? Feels like.
I've got 39 degrees by the chance.
That's
Some
right.
cold sunshine out there, boys.
But it feels like 32.
Woo, it just ticked up to 40 degrees.
Holy moly.
What do you think about that?
Oh, my God. I don't know what I'm going to do. Thank God I didn't wear my sandals. I didn't wear my flip-flops or anything like that. You know? I wore just shoes. That's it.
Let me see if anything has changed as far as the outlook goes.
I don't think so.
No, it's still showing a chance for snow.
It's going to be interesting to see if it actually shows up.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
It has gone down a little bit.
Oh, see, they're lying to
Now
us.
it's just a 20% chance. Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Sorry to be a little inaccurate here. It's a 20% chance Thursday night. It's a 50% chance Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday a 30% chance.
Well, if we even got 2 of those days, because of how cold it is, it's probably going to stick. If we get any dusting, it'll stay.
Yeah, the colder the ground is, the more likely it is to stick.
Hey, is I-24 cleaned up yet?
It is.
You saw it today, right? You
I
drove by
did,
it?
man. That was, it looked like a semi had turned over on its side. There was an SUV with some major damage, and I mean all 4 lanes, including the off-ramp to go to Tanger there, were shut down there just past Bell Road. It was nasty, but it's open now.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the interstates right now.
Well, I mean, it's Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
So it's Dolly Day.
Yeah, Dolly Day, her 80th birthday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Big day today.
Robert E. Lee's birthday. So there's that. There's a little irony there. You guys want to search for that one. But this whole thing with the snow, I'm pumped. But we were talking about, there was snow on the beach in Florida yesterday.
Yeah, that's odd.
Could you imagine standing out there going, what the hell happened? How did I snow on the beach in Florida? It is happening, kids. And then it's so weird. Florida's so weird. It's snow on the beach, and then it's like 70 in Miami.
Yeah.
Where Indiana has come. They're so excited. Watching those people, man, the excitement. The only thing I knew about Indiana University when I was a kid growing up is their basketball team because Bob Knight was good. And the movie, was it?
Hoosiers.
No, not Hoosiers, but Breaking. The one with the guy was the bicycle rider.
Oh, I don't know that one.
You don't remember that movie?
Mm-mm.
Oh, God. What if anybody, Breaking Away.
Breaking Away.
You don't remember Breaking Away?
I do not.
Breaking Away was a movie in the 70s, early 80s. It had, it was about a guy who thought he was going to be like this great, like Tour de France rider.
Mm-hmm.
And he lived in Indiana. He thought it was going to be all, it was a great movie. Hilarious movie back in the day. That's it. That's the only thing I ever knew about Indiana. That's it. Bob Knight.
Knight.
He threw a chair.
Threw a chair and yelled at people.
He did. He yelled at people to the point where they fired him.
Yeah.
So, Chad's going to freak when he sees Middle Tennessee close when there's merely a chance of snow. No. I mean, some places are built like, if you're up in the, as my friend here would love me to be, up in the north, right? If you're up in the north, they're built for snow. They have everything ready for snow. Okay?
Yeah, they're used to it.
They're used to it. At night, when everybody's sleeping, they're out there. They're salting the roads. They've got they're doing all the stuff. If you're here, snow it's neat, but we're not built for it.
Well, and one thing about Nashville, you get off the interstate in Nashville, you get off in those neighborhoods, man, this is a very hilly city. I mean, steep hills.
That and tight roads.
Yeah, and tight roads too, man.
I mean,
it's not something you want to mess with.
No, it's not. Because we're not built for it. The roads aren't built for it.
All.
It's like when I lived in Arizona, people freak out, or California, the rain, right? The rain would come. People go, oh my God, the rain. Well, why? Because we haven't had rain for 2.5 years. Do you know how much oil is on top of all of that?
Yeah.
It really becomes a hydroplane city.
Absolutely, man.
Because it's not meant for that.
Right. You try to stop, like you're just going to normal speed in Arizona like that. You try to stop and you're going to slide right through the intersection.
Yeah. Oh, I have seen some stuff too, man. I tell you what, I have. And the other thing is, if it rains, like where I used to live in what I call the Valley of the Dirt People, if we got more than an inch or two of rain, we were done for. You were never getting out of your garage or anything, because there was nowhere for it to go. We didn't even run off.
Yeah, man. In Albuquerque, thank goodness for those canals. I mean, when it would rain, coming down off those Sandia Mountains, man, those canals were dangerous. Yeah. Kids would try to get in them and swim or whatever, and there's always a drowning.
Oh, that's just, that drives me crazy, because it's just so stupid.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so stupid when you do that. And like, we'll have rain coming up in a couple months. We'll have those storms start coming in. We'll be looking for stuff. And what do you always say? It's rarely is it the twister that gets you, because they rarely touch down and do stuff. And it's always the water. People do something in standing water, and that causes problems. Luckily, we've got snow coming, so we don't have to worry about that.
The twister will get you too.
If it will, but it's always. I mean, you go look how many people drowned a year. It's the standing water too. I get it. By the way, have you seen? Speaking of standing water, have you seen the Chinese? If you guys have not seen the Chinese EVs, by the way, they'll produce more EVs than we will cars this year. They've got 2 of them, one of which is like the fastest. It's insane how fast it is. It's a SUV, but also it can float if it needs to.
Interesting.
They're so far ahead of Tesla.
That's an idea right there.
They are so far ahead of Tesla on what they're doing. And you can look at these things and you think that would cost $300,000. You think it does. And then you find out, so it's $82,000. But you can't get them here. So you have to go to Mexico to get a few of them. And you can bring them back without any taxes. But, man, some of the stuff they've got is incredible. It really is. Those Chinese! You know why? Because they're not trying to take over Greenland. Chad, can't believe you said that. I'm just saying. Does anybody else find it foolish?
This was an extraordinary message that was confirmed by the leader of Norway, who said that this all started because he and the president of Finland had sent a short text message to the president expressing their opposition to the tariffs that the president had threatened over the weekend. In response, according to the prime minister of Norway, the president responded by saying this in a text: "Considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant."
So, there's that. So, he didn't get his award, so he's upset. Didn't she give him an award? Doesn't that count for something? Doesn't anybody find that a little childish? Just a bit? Just a bit? Childish. I'm not saying we shouldn't have Greenland, but we kind of already do. We have a base there, and it's for space, which is always good because we want to go to space eventually. I mean, this year we're supposed to go back to the moon at some time. I don't know when that's going to happen because we lost the plans. That was one of the big things. Well, we can't figure out how to do it. But Greenland is NATO. We have no problems there. The Russian Navy is a joke, what's left of it. And the Chinese, they've got a lot of other fish to fry. And if we did go take over some of those shipping lanes, we're going to force them to go around in a certain way that may cause delays in our shipping to get here, which doesn't make a lot of sense at this point in time. I'm just saying it's a fair question to ask. And he's the one who said, because you didn't give me the award because I've stopped 8 wars. That just, I think it's a little bit much. That's just me. Right there. I think it's a little bit ridiculous, and I don't know what's going to happen because they can tariff us. in a way that is pretty big if they drop their bazooka. It's not really called a bazooka. But could it get ugly? It could get ugly. We don't need that. Not at a time right now when you're trying to win an election in November. People are worried about the economy. Your numbers are upside down on the economy. And you can't afford any slip-ups to try to get everybody over the finish line so you hold on to the House and the Senate. Think about it from not how you feel about Trump, but from that point of view, that is what you have to look at. How do we win? And if they were to target certain areas, which they can do with some of their tariffing, it would make it tough for Trump. And it's already going to be tough. We already know that. In a normal cycle, things aren't great for the incumbents and the people that hold all the power. In a cycle like this, where we're right now, the independents are jumping ship and you're trying to stay steady, the thought that they would, first of all, to go after our allies this way, I'm not a fan of. Secondly, and I think this is important, if this is going to cost people more money and things are going to go up, it could hurt GDP by about 0.5% to 1%, and it could hurt inflation in a big way, depending on what they go after, which nobody wants more expensive crap. According to the latest study, inflation-wise, who paid for it? Is it foreign or is it America? It was America. 96% of the tariffs were paid for by either the importers, and of that, about 60 to 70% was passed on to the consumer at some point in time. So we don't need any more of that. Especially if you want to continue to move forward, continue to say, I've got this agenda, I want to get this done. How do we do it? Well, first things first, you got to figure out how you turn the tide and get people back going, all right, we're going to continue to give the Republicans opportunity over and over again. But doing something to our allies isn't something, if they decide to come back, isn't something that's going to help us. If there's some sort of trade war that escalates to the point where it puts pressure on the economy over something right now that isn't, you know, everybody's like, well, what about all the stuff they have underneath? There's $1 trillion worth of rare earth minerals. How much is it going to cost to get us out of there? It's below massive ice. Not just like, oh, it's below some ice. No, we're talking about massive amounts of growth to the point where getting to it, because of the shifting of it, would be virtually impossible, and the cost would be God knows how much and how many years it would take. So it's great that we have it, but it could be decades before we ever get to any part of it. And is it worth it right now in the short term? Because your feelings are hurt. Let me know what you think. Also got more of you guys texting in about our great dating app. If you guys just joined the show, we're going to have a new dating app. It's for... it's the ass app. A little low expectations.
So good.
What was the acronym?
It was average. Hold on here.
Something.
Yeah, the ass. Here it is. Because we have a lot of people who are talking ass grass or gas dating app. Dinner in a paper bag. That was a good one. That was a good one. So all this is based on a woman who said that she's got a new app out there where you have to put a deposit down if you're going to go on a date with somebody. And we're thinking, oh my God, that's insane. So that is insane to think about that. But there's so many different lowered expectations is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That one is great.
That one is that's a good one. Lowered expectations. We got somebody, and for everybody who joins our app. So this is for regular people under 6 foot. We don't care about your weight, any of the other stuff. We don't care if you have if you got 7 fingers on one hand, none of that stuff. I mean, you go onto the OkCupids and the Match and all these other things, and you know you're not getting anything. You swipe 300 times, nobody's getting back to you. Here, it's going to be fairer, and we're going to have a rating system. It's going to be good. All right, we've got you guys handled. All right, so this is for all of us average people out there. Okay? So, what was the ass? I got to find the ass. If anybody, whoever did the ass app, send it in together. We lost it. There's so many text messages.
It was average something.
Yeah. So, average. Just average. Basically, what you need to know about our app is everything's average to below average.
From the right hash for the rookie Harrison Mevis. Out of the hold of Ethan Evans. Here it comes to send the Rams to Seattle for the NFC Championship game. It's good! The Rams win it 20-17 in overtime.
Oh, somebody's happy. Have you seen the kicker for the Rams? Let's just say that his nickname is the thicker kicker.
Little fat boy?
He is a little bit of a chunk. He's definitely not the same jerseys the linemen are wearing. He's wearing those.
All right.
He has got more than a pudge. That's why the nickname, and his name's Harold Mevis or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Mevis. Okay, are you ready? App of substandards. That is the ass app. App of substandards. This person says the ASAP app. I like this one. Average sexually appealing people. ASAP. Oh, God, dating just got to suck today. It does.
Yeah, I bet it does, man.
Because you're not allowed to talk. First of all, you can't date anybody at work, right? Because that's why happy hour's dead. Nobody's allowed to go to happy hour. Why? Because if you do, you're going to get in trouble. Because you may say, hey, Linda, I really think you're hot. Next thing you know, your ass is up in HR. And then you got to spend 6 weeks doing 1 hour a day, crappy, stupid sexual harassment things all the time. Linda forgot to tell the part where you guys made out.
Yeah, but those videos have such great actors.
Oh, they do. Oh, my God. I know. Those, I mean, on MLK, but if you've never seen any of those like DEI kind of videos where Jim walks in and he just drops the N-bomb in the kitchen and they're like, and you're just like, that's not even real.
It's always a middle-aged white guy. Always. Just crazy.
You know that guy's been waiting years to be able to have that role, too. It's like, no.
This is it.
No.
This is his big thing.
It's my big break.
I did Shakespeare in the Park. Well, now you're doing a stupid video.
I was Jim the racist.
So those things, or you walk in and you just, you're just like, hey, Pam, your butt's rocking. You're like, none of the stuff that you would ever say in real life. It's so absurd.
They show one guy. I saw one where some dude walks up behind. Actually, no, it was the CEO, and she was a female. She walks up behind like a younger male subordinate, and she's like massaging his shoulders and telling him if he wants to advance, if he knows what's good for him.
That is insane. That is so crazy. And you think, oh, that's real. Really?
Oh.
Really? Is it real? Yeah, maybe in the 70s, some weird stuff like that. At this point in time, people won't even talk to each other anymore. Oh, Don't look at Linda. Don't look at Linda. She's going to think you want to have sex with her. She's going to report you.
Don't make eye contact.
Just embarrassing. Oh, that's why you need our app.
The clothes you're wearing today look very businesslike.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you mansplaining? It's another thing. Don't mansplaining. Don't be mansplaining to me.
I like your pants. They show absolutely nothing.
That's right. Hey, those are nice shoes. Oh, I like your accent. Oh, it's because you're racist. That's why you like my accent? Because you're racist? All the things you're not allowed to do. That's why nobody talks anymore. That's why nobody dates. And nobody does anything. Everybody's terrified. And for what? Because in the end, it doesn't matter if you do everything right. If somebody wants to sue, they're going to sue, and everybody's going to settle out of court. They just want to pretend like they checked every box. It's a sad state we're living in right now. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that.
Correct.
Correct. Oh,
we should come up with our own DEI video.
We should totally do that. Let's do that. We're going to do that. We're going to come up with our own DEI videos so we can show you this is what really they think is going to happen to you. Come on. Bunch of lunatics. Speaking of lunatics, maybe we'll talk a little bit about Minnesota. Stuff's going on there. Tell you guys what. I don't think Trump really wants to send in the military. I think he thinks it's not a good look. Somebody asked me earlier because I said Trump is hemorrhaging with independents. Independents, more people now identify as independent voters than at any other time. We're talking almost 50%. So who do you need? You need independent voters. Rasmussen, very friendly to Trump, recognize he's hemorrhaging with independent voters. Right? All the other polls. Then you can go and check out Politico and everybody else when they average everything out. Independent voters right now are not happy with the way things are going for a lot of reasons. And yeah, immigration, he's upside down on immigration. People aren't thrilled by the look. You can say whatever you want. I mean, let's be real. Democrats, you guys are asshats. You did this to yourself in so many ways. And then you're out there celebrating all this insanity of saying, hey, we're going to defy the federal government. When all you have to do is go, hey, if we got a bad person in custody and there's an order to be removed, you guys come and take them. We're not going to stop you one bit. Come and take them.
Yeah, you've already got the Jayapal, the congresswoman out of Hawaii, calling for abolishing ICE.
Which is
exactly what got him into the position they're in.
Yeah, which is ridiculousness, right? This is the same thing with abolishing the police. Whose idea was that?
Yeah.
It doesn't work for you. Now, you could say we need to reimagine. We need to look at how things are done. We need to have, and both sides have never codified anything with immigration. Everything's been done at the swipe of a pen. But to say that you're going to abolish, ICE has been around since after 9/11. Next thing you know, DHS is there, ICE, they've got all these powers. So it's not a good look that you've got people, look, we need people to protest because otherwise they wouldn't have jobs. But we need people. It's good that we protest, right? If you're on the right, you want to protest something, damn, Skippy, you should be able to. If you're on the left, that's who we are.
It's America.
It's America. That's what makes us great. That we don't have, look at what happened in Iran. They're not even pretending anymore. They said 5,000 have died. 5,000. Nothing, what ended up happening? Nothing. They strengthened themselves. I don't think it's over, but still, at least for the time being, I think it's going to quiet down. But the beauty of America, like Ken said, it's America. We're allowed to do these things. The ridiculousness of some of it, well, we can talk about that. But then you've got people like Don Lemon running around like a clown, acting like he's a 23-year-old influencer, busting into a house of worship, right? Just being a clown. Because he thinks he's going to get likes and clicks. That's where he's at. He's not out there taking anything seriously. And he's a clown. We all know that. He is. He's such a clown. It is a frustrating thing. When you look at the way that this thing's being handled. And I don't think Trump wants to send him in. Because he recognizes that, yeah, he's struggling. I mean, the economy, people are still worried. You can say, well, it's great for me. It may be great for you. Think outside your box. I know some of you out there are loving every second of this economy. Gas is free, right? My 401k's through the roof and you're living off of it. All of that stuff is great. But think about somebody like poor Mason here, right? He can't even afford to have wine anymore at the house.
Can't afford the glassware that it's supposed to go in. No,
can't even do that. Now they're just Dixie cupping it right into one of those box wine things. That's not good.
Dixie cup, that's some high-end stuff there.
The expense of what people are facing who aren't in your tax bracket are huge. And there's more of them than you. So, yes, people are frustrated. So another thing to add to this would be the look of Trump sending in the military in this situation. But then I look at Fry. Was it Fry or Frey? Did we go beside? Was it Fry?
Fry.
Went with Jacob Fry. And then Tim Walz. You guys are idiots. Standing around. You haven't condemned any of this insanity. And on top of that, good God, you boast about how great it is to be a sanctuary. Well, look, I can sympathize with people. I can recognize, hey, I'd do the same thing if I was in their shoes, just like everybody else would. If you were living next to the Golden Goose and your family was starving, your ass would do everything to get over that wall and get yourself some of that Golden Goose. Yes, indeed. But we have rules. We need to figure this out, and we need cooler, calmer heads to prevail. And what you don't want is people seeing how the sausage is made in this way. They don't want any of that. Because you got to go back to, how do we win in the midterms? They're talking about maybe Texas in play in one of the Senate seats. That's crazy to think, right? No, it's not. It's not crazy to think. So there's a lot going on here. But do I think what's going on? I think any of these sanctuary states is insane. I grew up in California. I thought it was insane then that they're giving out. We had this guy named One Bill Gill. That's what we called him. One Bill Gill. All Gill wanted to do was get anybody who was there illegally a license. And from there, it sprouted everywhere. I thought that was insane. I've been around it. I grew up near the border. I grew up in Southern California. The last almost decade, I lived on the border in Arizona. But I recognize two parties have done nothing when had opportunities to fix any of these things. Democrats, you can whine all you want, but you did nothing about it. You had time, more than a few times, to go and to fix the situation with DACA and to do something. And you didn't. And on the other side of Republicans, you didn't either. Because both of you enjoyed what was happening. You like the cheap labor. Maybe one day these people will become, Democrat voters, but maybe not. But still, everybody's okay with it. We'll just turn the other. Everybody enjoyed that. And now it's become an issue. And the issue is getting bigger and bigger by the day. And now we're talking about paratroopers? No, that's not going to be a good look. I thought we were using those paratroopers for Greenland.
It's too cold.
Too cold. We don't want to go in. They were going to get there and it's like, what's here? Just ice. That's it. Just a bunch of ice. Nothing else. We don't even know where the city's at. So, yeah, this is going to get ugly. And hopefully cooler, calmer heads prevail. But if he sends in the military, no. I don't think anybody wants the military in the streets. And Democrats, you're doing this to yourself by having lunatics out there. It's great to protest. No problem. But get out of everybody's way. And when you got a bad guy in jail, isn't that the whole point? Order to be removed. You wanted somebody to go through the system. Here's the system. They went through it. They got an order to be removed, and they're in jail for a crime. I don't know what else you want. I don't think anybody does at this point. You just want to, you're willing to protect the worst of the worst because you think somehow it gives you some sort of cookie points, as if you go ask the average person, an independent, what do you think about this? They say, well, even most Democrats, no, I don't want any criminals here. I don't want any bad people here. We'll talk to the politicians. Talk to the politicians that do. It's nuts. And the whole abolish ICE thing, just keep saying that, Democrats. It's the one thing the Republicans have going for them is the Democrats can't get out of their own way. Always take it to the ridiculousness of it. And before ICE, by the way, there was a thing called INS, Immigration Naturalization Service. So, La Migra. They used to call it La Migra. La Migra, La Migra. So, it's just very frustrating. I sit there and I just take my head and go, we could all figure this out if we wanted to have an actual conversation. But they won't. Because what's in it for them? You don't think, Tim Walz is already, by the way, this is Tim Walz's last dance. This is his last waltz.
No pun intended.
Oh, very much a pun intended. This dude's not going anywhere, right? His chance to win anything big has been put to a side because once Kamala got boat raced, he thought, well, be governor again. Well, you're not going to be governor again, right?
Well, no, Chad, he said that's just because he wouldn't be able to focus on the people.
Yeah, right. By the way, did you see that apparently what Kamala asked, what's his name in Pennsylvania? Shapiro?
Shapiro?
About him and and Israel. He was asking questions about Israel and Palestine.
Yeah.
Like, are you part of the Jewish state? And are you part of, just.
She was asking him?
Yes. They wanted to know. And some of the questions about, good God.
Wow.
First of all, he didn't want the gig. He spent 3 minutes with her and realized she was a dunce.
He would have completely overshadowed her.
Yeah.
That would have been.
He saved himself there.
Yes, he did.
He did. I mean, yeah, it's got to be so frustrating because you're in a room probably and you're thinking, I could be vice president of the United States. And then you come in and you really meet her and you think, good God, she's so stupid. She's so stupid. How? Why? Because, no, why? Why? You're awful. You're just, when she was talking about Ukraine when there was the attack and she's on that station in Houston, she's like, Russia's a country and Ukraine's a country. And she says it where she's almost like tilting her head, asking a question.
Right.
Like, do you guys know this? Am I doing this okay? And then, this every week there's something new about how bad that thing was run.
She didn't get one vote in the primary.
No. She finished 7th in the state that she represented as a senator. Like, that's how bad it was. She finished below, like, polio.
Joe just say this. She's my vice president.
Yeah. And which is, like, Joe, do you know who you're talking about?
Watch it.
Watch
it, fella.
Watch it. We beat Medicaid. What? I love Trump's like, I don't even think he knows what he's talking about.
Oh, what a weird time, man.
It's so weird. To this day, I will never, ever, ever do you think that Morning Joe will ever live down. This is the best he's ever been.
And Joan Shingang, Shanga Kawawa.
He knows what he said either. I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Did not. It reminded me of Harry Carey when he was trying to say Hideo Nomo. Remember that? Hideo Nomo. No. Hey, how do you? How do you? No. It was so hilarious.
So good.
You know what? That's great for an old dude who's talking about baseball, not for a guy running the free world, asking if the lady's in the room. No, she's dead.
Oh.
Is she here? Yeah, she's here in spirit. She's probably haunting you, Joe. Go to the light, Joe. Go to the light.
Who are you going to call?
Joe Busters. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, wow. Weaver did a story on kissing bugs. What?
Yeah, kissing bugs.
Are they back?
Let me look at that up. Let me get me an update on the kissing bugs. Basically, they were bugs that while you are sleeping,
they made out with you.
Well, they will bite your face.
Oh, interesting.
They gave you hickeys?
And so so you won't know what's going on because you're asleep, but you'll feel it and you will swipe it. So what happens is people who were getting bit by kissing bugs were smashing them on their face, and their excrement was getting in where they're biting you, and parasites were then growing in your body.
What's that? I guess we should ask our human health secretary what that is, because he had worms in his head. That's very funny, Jack. Remember that? He told everybody, I had worms in my brain. I don't need to hear that.
Yeah, Chagas.
Chagas
disease spread by the, quote, kissing bug.
And apparently somebody has said, be careful if you get anything from Texas. Okay, one package is from Texas. Bugs carried the parasites, and they found one in one of the packages. So be careful. You don't want Chagas from the kissing bug.
And if you feel something biting your face in the middle of the night, don't slap yourself.
No, don't do that. That's bad.
Because you might put its excrement in the bite.
And then you get some of that Chagas. You don't want Chagas. You don't want some of that Chagas up in that grill. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.